Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going on an amazing adventure to explore a huge mystery right in the middle of North America. We're talking about the Great Lakes. They're so big they look like oceans, but are they hiding secrets deep below the water? Let's dive in and find out. Imagine you're standing on the shore of Lake Superior. The water is vast and deep. But what's happening underneath all that water, deep in the Earth's crust? For a long time, scientists thought this area was super quiet and stable, like a sleeping giant. But recently, some super-sensitive listening devices, called seismometers, have picked up something fascinating. Tiny, tiny rumbles. Now, when you hear rumbles, you might think of big earthquakes like the ones in California, with buildings shaking. But these are different. They're called micro-earthquakes, and they're so small you'd never even feel them. Think of them as the Earth's quiet little whispers instead of a loud shout. Scientists are using these whispers to uncover a secret story that has been hidden for over 1 billion years. So what's causing these tiny tremors? To understand that, we have to travel back in time. Way, way back. About 1.1 billion years ago, long before the dinosaurs, North America almost split in two. Imagine a giant zipper trying to unzip the continent right down the middle. Hot, molten rock called magma pushed up from deep within the earth, trying to break the land apart. This created a massive scar, or a rift, that runs right under the Great Lakes. This event is called the Midcontinent Rift System. For millions of years, this rift was super active. Volcanoes erupted and lava flowed, creating thick layers of heavy, dark rock. But then, for reasons we're still figuring out, the rifting just stopped. The continent didn't split apart. The giant zipper got stuck. Over hundreds of millions of years, this ancient scar was buried under layers and layers of softer rock, like a big blanket. For a long time, we thought this old wound was completely healed and quiet. But the new seismic data, those tiny rumbles we talked about, suggest that this ancient rift might not be sleeping as soundly as we thought. It's like an old creaky house that makes noises now and then. These micro-earthquakes are happening along the edges of this old rift. Think of it like this. You have a big, heavy block of wood. That's the old, dense volcanic rock from the rift, sitting inside a softer block of foam. That's the surrounding crust. As the whole continent gets pushed and pulled by giant forces, the heavy, strong block of wood sometimes shifts a little bit against the softer foam. These tiny shifts create the micro-earthquakes that our instruments are picking up. It's like the Earth is telling us, hey, remember that giant scar from 1 billion years ago? It's still here. These rumbles are clues, helping scientists map out this ancient feature with incredible detail. It's like creating a 3D map of something buried miles beneath our feet, just by listening to its whispers. But why is this important? It's not just about cool old history. Understanding this ancient rift helps us in many ways. First, these rift zones are often rich in valuable minerals. The same processes that brought up lava also brought up copper and other metals. In fact, some of the oldest and richest copper mines in North America are located right along this rift. By understanding its structure, we can better predict where to find these resources. Second, it helps us understand how continents form and change over time. It's a real-life puzzle that shows us how Earth is a dynamic, living planet. The ground beneath our feet isn't static. It has a long, dramatic history, and it's still active today, even if it's just in these very subtle ways. And here's something really cool. This giant buried structure is so massive and dense that it actually affects gravity. The pull of gravity is slightly stronger over the rift because of all that heavy volcanic rock buried deep below. Scientists can use special instruments to measure these tiny changes in gravity, which helps them confirm what the seismic data is telling them. It's like having two different types of clues that both point to the same hidden treasure. So, are the Great Lakes hiding secrets? Absolutely. They're sitting on top of a billion-year-old scar that is still whispering its story to us. It's a story of a continent that almost broke apart, of ancient volcanoes, and of the incredible forces that are constantly shaping our planet. And the best part is, we're just beginning to listen. With every tiny rumble we record, we learn a little bit more. What other secrets do you think are hidden deep in the earth? It's amazing to think about the invisible world right beneath our feet. We're like detectives using science and technology to uncover clues and piece together the history of our incredible planet. The story of the Midcontinent Rift is a perfect example of how there's always something new and exciting to discover, even in places we thought we knew so well. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the secrets of the Great Lakes. It just goes to show that our world is full of wonder, from the highest mountains to the deepest, oldest scars in the earth. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss our next adventure. See you next time.